And there we are.
Yay.
Hello, hello, hello to all the people out there. Welcome to Cheeky Quilts Live. Hey Jen.
You talking to me?
Yes. So thank you to everyone watching live and those of you who are watching the repeat. Is that what it's called? What's it called? The replay. You're watching it later. Much love. Don't forget to hit the like button. We appreciate that. It helps tell the algorithm to share our beautiful content. So Jen, you and I have not talked about this yet, but
What could it be?
What could it be? So Jennifer showed up at my house when I wasn't home. I forgot to tell my husband she was coming.
Yes, you did. He was surprised.
He was like knocking on the door. Mother-in-law. Hey Judy.
Hey, Judy.
And so you left these for me to look at.
Oh, yes. Okay, so are you wondering what that's about?
Yeah, I love them.
Okay. You do? Because
I
remember
do love them.
I told you that I had time to do scrappy things like that, and I enjoy doing it because it's therapeutic. So that is from Missouri Star Quilt, her crazy quilt. There are 4 different centers, templates for centers, and they're all different sizes, a small, medium, and large, extra large. And so if you look at that, those 2, one has a medium and another one is a little bit smaller. So I'm just learning.
I think this one's a little bit smaller.
Yeah, and I wanted you to look at it and see if that kind of scrappy thing is okay, if that's what you're interested in or something else.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go too far with it if you couldn't use them.
I absolutely can use them.
Okay, great, because I love doing it. It's just so simple. You start in the center. It's like a log cabin thing.
Yeah.
And for the first one, I didn't do it correctly because I was doing, instead of going in a circular motion, I was just doing any side. And I realized at the end that wasn't proper.
You know what? When you end up with the same size block, there's no right or wrong.
I guess. But I would like to follow the pattern.
Yeah. No, okay. I like these. If you
I'm gonna make more. If you can use them.
We can absolutely use them. I can use them to make all sorts of things. We can put them together and make a quilt. We can make tote bags. We can make quilted jackets.
Oh, let me get busy. It's so therapeutic. When I want to get away from those t-shirt quilts, that's just fun compared to. Hey, Zaza, good to see all y'all.
Yeah, I love doing this too. This is like, I could just sit all day and do that. In fact, I might. So I have a few things. I know I like to start these with what we have going on. And so this is number 1. Jen's making, are they called, what is it?
It's a crazy quilt block. That's what she called it. I think and there are 4 templates. I bought them at the Guild on that sale table. They were like $5 for 4 of them. I mean, she probably paid $30, $40 for the set.
Awesome. Yeah. Sew away.
All right.
I will take them.
Good.
So I have the t-shirt quilt on the long arm.
No.
And I remember it is on the long arm. I got it loaded.
Okay. If you say so.
First row, got it done. Had to rip it out.
Why?
Because my tension wasn't right. Hey, Rita! The tension wasn't right. So I didn't get the whole row done. I realized that I guess about halfway through. So rip the row out, start over.
How was it showing up?
The back was, hey, Patty. The back was lots of eyelashes and loops and just all around looking ugly on the back. So it was easy to rip out. It was easy to rip out because it was so loose. I was just pulling. get the second row done. I have problems because I have to mask around something that I can't go through. Get it done. Everything's fine. Got the tension working good. Third row, beautiful, no problems. Fourth row, it goes through. It's about halfway through, and it just there was something about it. It wasn't quite right. Hey, Sherry. Um, so I didn't stop. I should have stopped it, checked the tension. I didn't. I'd let it go all the way through, and I was like, looks good from the front. Rolled it up as I'm on the back side of the long arm, looking to roll it up. I see, or when it came over, had to rip that entire row out. The good news again was that it was so loose that from the backside, man, I ripped it up. It probably took me 30, 40 minutes to rip the whole back, but it was easy. Like I was just pulling threads. I didn't have to get tangled up in it or anything. So
It's so
um,
discouraging, though.
it is. So I thought I had fixed my tension issue, but what's happening is it's good when I start the row and by the end of the row it's off, which the quilting place where I bought, hey Melanie, where I bought the long arm said it's probably the spring is going bad and it's not holding the tension.
Oh,
Fortunately, when I bought the machine, I got an extra spring. So they're going to be able to walk me through changing it. Um, but yeah, it'll do one or two rows just perfect. And then that next row is, I mean, when I'm telling you, it was like I could just pull the thread out.
look, I've had those kind of problems for so long, and I'm just so grateful that my machine's working now. And I don't know, there were so many things that had to be adjusted. Heaven knows how it all came together.
Yeah. Now that first row, Sherry, I know you said you dislike ripping out the quilting. It's absolutely the worst thing ever. Well, very close to it. The first row, I did it from the front, like the top of the quilt, and it was no, not the bobbin case, the top tension spring. Um, because it's loose on the back, so that's the top tension that's off. Like I have to think about it, but um, so I adjusted the stitch length actually also because it's a t-shirt quilt. It's so thick. I made the stitch length longer. I went from 11 to 10, and I tightened the thread ever so slightly. I mean, the top tension, I tightened it up, and it did two rows beautifully. That third or fourth row, whatever which one it was, it just was so horrid. And so it was like 11 o'clock last night. I was finally got it all ripped out, and I told my husband, I said, if I had just stopped an hour ago and gone to bed, I'd be in the exact same place as I am now. But yeah, so that happened. Um, so still working on that. The quilt itself, though, it looks fabulous. Like it's really, really good. And I've been videoing this whole thing, not knowing all of the problems I was going to have, obviously. So there's going to be a video about that. Um,
About the issues.
yeah, well, because I intended to make a video on, just t-shirt quilts, quilting them, because there's some areas that I can't go through with the machine because the stitches skip in that thick, it's off.
Oh,
And
mine,
so,
I have to be ever so careful to go the same speed, which is slow with t-shirts. Now, I wanted to ask you if do you think switching from t-shirts to cotton quilts makes a difference that the machine somehow adjusts itself?
no, I think that what I've learned with my machine is that I have to adjust it. Hey, Delia, I have to adjust it with every quilt. The thickness of the quilt is what I'm learning because I did those duck quilts that I gave you. I had to change the stitch length. I didn't have to, but I changed the stitch length and adjusted the tension because I put 2 layers of batting and it was a lot more fabric and some of it had the stabilizer on it. So I adjusted that. I knew before I started that it was going to be kind of off. So yeah.
Even with the new batting that you gave me and the one that I was using before, which is much thinner, I could see there was a difference, but I was being very careful because yours
And
is
this is a
thinner.
different batting. It's a new roll of batting. That's the other
Yeah.
thing that's different about
And
this book.
it made a difference in it. I had to be very careful. I didn't have to adjust anything, but I had to be careful because it was different. The other
Yeah.
one's very thin and it goes through very smoothly.
So this is Hobbs 80/20, the roll that we both now are using. Um, and what I had before it was also Hobbs 80/20, but it is not consistent with
It's
what
different.
I have now.
Is it thicker?
It,
Is roll
yeah,
thicker? I thought so
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Did you not know it was on sale?
So I bought it knowing it was on sale. What I did not know is that in addition to being on sale, it was 2 for 1.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the 2 for 1 sale hadn't started when I bought it. Like it started the next day and because I got 2 of them in. I ordered one 20% off and I got 2 boxes showed up. And I was like, oh, I want to be honest. Like, do I call them? And then I was checking my emails like that same day and I noticed it was 2 for 1. So they probably sent me
The
the
sale
2 for 1
price.
special. Yeah, but
Well,
I don't have room for those two
lucky
more
me.
boxes of,
Lucky me. I was out.
yeah. Yeah, it's a nice roll. I mean, it wasn't it was
I'm
good.
very excited about it because I've been buying small pieces. I'm going to close my door because my yard woman is cutting the grass. Can you hear it?
No,
Okay.
my neighbor's cutting also. Yeah, so we've had y'all, I don't gamble, but my husband and I went to a casino last week to meet a friend of his who's from Texas. There are some beautiful and interesting people at a casino in Louisiana. I'm just saying. Judy, I got the batting from Linda's. Linda's somewhere in Texas. It was the first time I ordered from Linda's. I previously bought a roll of batting from Marshall Dry Goods that was also the Hobbs 80/20. Apparently it was it's supposed to be exactly the same, but this roll that I just got in today or this week is a little bit thicker. I don't know why that should be, but it is. Um, oh yeah, those people, they're funny. And then we went to see a band Saturday night with everybody we were with, and it, we had fun. But again, after we left, my husband was making jokes about all the cougars. Do y'all know about cougars? Older women looking for younger men in the bar. Like one of the ladies, I guess they're in their 40s because they have children in their 20s, so they have to be in their 40s. Um, hey Fern, um, that's funny, Judy. Exact same situation. Hey Amanda, um, he went to the bar. The husband went to the bar, and we watched the women hit on him all the way to the bar and all the way back. And he got back, and I was like, "How was your trip?" He was like, "Whew." And he's a cowboy. He had his cowboy hat on. He's from Texas. It was cute, but his wife just laughed about it. It's funny. Okay, so the other thing that I did, oh, good timing, Jen. I was going to start without you talking about my next thing. So we talked about Jennifer's crazy quilt blocks that she started making for me. We're going to use them for stuff. Then we talked
So
about
exciting.
pulling out stitches in the long arm. So
Mm.
now moving on to the next. Oh wait, moving on to the next thing. I ordered a bolt.
Oh, Lord.
Bolt of
Why am I laughing? I'm laughing because I'm thinking of that box of Christmas material that you ordered last year. Oh my Lord.
Okay, so my plan for this, it was $50 and there was 10 panels.
Well, that's a very good price. I just ordered some for a friend of mine that does it for some organization, and I think she paid about 13 or 14, $15 for one panel.
Oh yeah. So this so when at the Quilters Guild meetings, I know the women who do the quilt panels for the veterans, I forgot what it's called. There's an organization that you make quilts for veterans, and they've tried to make like random patriotic red, white, and blue flags, and they said the veterans want the eagles. They
Really?
want the eagles and the flags. So when I saw this one, I ordered a whole bolt, and I'm going to donate the panels to the women that I quilt for. Quilts of Valor, yes. Thank you, Zaza. Oh, and Judy, yes. So the Quilts of Valor. So I'm going to donate anybody who wants to make a quilt to donate for Quilts of Valor. I'm going to give them the panels, let them make the quilts, and then I will long arm them and donate them. Now, I don't really necessarily want to pay for the backing and the. Of course, I have so much batting. I have extra pieces of batting. So what I may do is like just yes, the Quilts of Valor, Melanie. That's exactly what it is. Um, so I have these to donate. So I will be doing that. Um, it's good fabric too.
I think my friend that does that will take a panel and do it herself and do
Yeah.
one for you.
Okay. So I have them all in bags to
Very
hand
good.
out.
You're a one-man show.
Yes. So Jen, you missed what I was talking about. We went to the casino in Lake Charles this weekend.
Really? Did you win?
I don't gamble.
Oh, that's true.
I was people watching. I was people
Oh,
watching. So that's my Quilt of Valor donations that I'm going to make. One more thing, and then I'll tell y'all what I'm working on tonight. Oh, I'm in the bag.
oh, oh, look how cute. That is cute. I love it.
So it's just a tote bag. And I'm using scraps. So unfortunately, my the corduroy is going in the wrong direction here. It's going sideways instead of up and down.
What about on the bottom?
It's corduroy. No, it's going in the right direction here.
Okay, that's very
But it's
clever.
got. I didn't worry about the straps. They're long straps of just webbing that I bought.
At
It has
Joann's on
magnets.
sale.
Yeah. Um, magnets. Got a big inside pocket like that. So this will be another bag. Oh, and I figured out how to put these buttons on.
Oh, good, good. You can show me.
It's super easy. So for those of you, how would you know? You won't know this, but so I have a cousin who likes to buy stuff that she doesn't need. So I was at her house using her laser cutter last week, 2 weeks ago, and she gave me a bunch of stuff when she was in her sewing phase, and she doesn't sew anymore. So, but among the other things were these buttons, And I was like, I can definitely use them, but they didn't have anything to put them on. Well, all you got to do is hammer them on.
Ah,
Yeah, they're super, super easy to put on. Hopefully, I
they're
did it
pretty.
right. Yeah,
Hey,
and
look,
we have a
Fern.
ton of them.
Hey, Fern wants to know, did you see anything interesting at the casino?
So much
Well, do
interesting
tell.
stuff. So the the casino we went to is very close to Texas. So and it's not legal in Texas to gamble, but it is legal in certain parts of Louisiana. And so
And
there were
all, most
a
part.
lot of cowboys, a lot of cowboys, a lot of cowboy hats and boots, a lot of women in short skirts and boots, a lot of chain smoking poor people, which is always heartbreaking for me. Oh, when we went to the bar, the band was really good. Dwayne said there were a lot of cougars there, older women looking for younger men.
Now, how would he
That
know
was
that?
You could tell. You could tell. The there was one couple, this old man, I say old, he looked like he should not be able to move like this on the dance floor. Like he was probably in his 70s, late 70s, I would guess. Either that or he smoked and drank a lot and he just looked like he was old. Um, he gets up on the dance floor and he starts like at first a little bit of dancing. Next thing you know, y'all, he is all over that dance floor. His feet are moving. He's one of the best dancers I've ever seen. And this younger woman, probably in her 50s, who clearly has danced with him before, they danced together, like two-stepping kind of all over the floor. Y'all, they were like
It,
beautiful to watch.
it was a show.
It was definitely a show.
So there's a restaurant there that I really like. I haven't been to the one there, but the one in Houston is so good. Anthony and Vix, or Vix and Anthony. Did you see it?
Uh-uh.
I want to go to that restaurant.
Turn. I love that you're a cougar. The couple that we were with, the man is 9 years younger than the woman, and so Dwayne kept calling her a cougar. I thought it was funny.
Was she okay with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I've met
Um,
her. She's very pretty.
I don't think you have met her. Oh no, she was at our wedding. Yeah. Um, she's a quilter. What is it when the man's older? I don't know. There's a name for it.
All
Okay, so
interesting.
there's one thing I want to look up before I turn on my other camera is the quilt.
Sugar Daddy, Judy says.
Oh, sugar daddy, yes. Oh, maybe I saw it on Instagram. Hold on. Yo, I am so easily distracted.
Um, I'll have to
So
redirect you then.
what I'm looking for is the scrap quilt challenge starts, I think. Oh yeah, Amanda, he's a sugar daddy without gold. So I got an email about the quilted, not the quilted summit. Now I can't find it. Oh, the scrap challenge. I know that some people are signed up for it, which is what I'm working on tonight. I wanted to kind of organize my scraps. And so a sugarless daddy.
We have some clever viewers. That's funny.
That is funny. Okay, so the scrap quilt challenge by I don't know why I get on these things. I can't think straight.
I'm on the edge here.
Tabitha Smith, who was with us last week or 2 weeks ago. So the scrap challenge, she sent out a handout this today. It's live July the 7th through the 11th. There's Zoom, and it's every afternoon. Pick 2 colors from your scrap bin, make a test block, sit and sew, and there's replays available. So if you're interested in the scrap quilt challenge, go to Tabitha Smith. I know she's on Instagram. Or look for the Quilted Summit. I think it's on that website as well. Okay. So with that in mind, the reason I'm working on my scraps tonight is because that challenge is starting next week, and I told y'all that I wanted to make oh, I did it wrong. I told y'all I wanted to make that quilt in July. Well, I might have to change the quilt based on, because I want to use that bag of scraps. So as I'm going through my huge bag of scraps, I'm realizing that my scraps are small. I have a lot of very small scraps. And so Big Book of Scrappy Quilts, we chose the maize and blue, which it's supposed to be yellow and blue, but I decided to just be scrappy and do light and dark. But it calls for like basically 4-inch squares. I could get away with cut like 4 or 5.5-inch squares. And my scrap bin is like crumbs. Not, I don't know, what size would you call scraps versus crumbs versus pieces? Um,
I
so
have
as I'm pulling
mostly
them out,
I have mostly strips, from my Aki
yeah.
quilt.
So the I have and I started this about 45 minutes ago, I guess now. Turn on my. So I have, these are like darker scraps. These are lighter scraps, and these are, I don't know, mid. I just don't know where to put them. Colors. So these are pieces that are usable size, but then what I have on the side of me that's coming out of this bag are just too small to use for this quilt. So I'm going to go through the whole bag and see what I have. Okay. Yeah, Zaza, I think,
I,
yeah,
I
five
think that's
inch
what, yeah.
squares. Yeah, 5-inch squares is the smallest scrap, 2.5-inch strips pieces, but smaller than that crumbs. So what I'm finding is that mostly what I have are crumbs. Um, so like this square right here is 6-inch squared. Um, but then of course it's not clearly dark or light, it's in the middle, something like that. A lot of tiny little strips that I don't want to throw away, but like a lot of this size. Nope. Why do I always do that? Oh, and once again, watch, I figured out how to fix this. When I put it up, I have to make sure it's turned sideways. There we go. Much better. Oh, look at all my wires everywhere. So, like, this is a probably a common size that I have, and that's a 4 inch, barely 4 inches. Um, so yeah. So as I'm going through the bag, like so.
So you're organizing them according to size?
I'm trying to do light versus dark and size. So
Okay.
I have so many of um these little strips. Like this is just crumbs. Like, I can't do anything with that. Oh, let me just show y'all this.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all seen on Pinterest and wherever else it shows it to me, the what is it called? Liberty pleating? Do y'all know what that is? Where you make a pleat and instead of folding them both in the same direction, you fold them opposite so they're twisted pleats. I tried to figure out how to do it on my own. See, it ended up in the scrap pile where it looks like this. And they're really pretty. Y'all, for the life of me, I could not figure out how to do it. So I bought the pattern. I spent $10 on the pattern so I could see how to do it.
And
So
now
look
you
at all
know.
these little scraps. And now I know, so I'm gonna be making some bags. See, like this is a decent sized little crumb, but it's not big enough for this pattern that I'm looking for. See, like here's a good strip.
How big is the
So
quilt?
instead of, huh?
How big is the quilt that you're going to make?
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I might have to go back on my word.
Oh dear.
So it is 99-inch square finished quilt,
Oh Lord.
25 12-inch blocks.
Could you
And I
make it
really like the
smaller?
blocks. I
Could you
really
make it
like the
smaller
blocks.
though? Like,
Well, it's not about the overall quilt, it's the block sizes.
oh,
So I need um what's 25 times, so I need 100 4-inch squares um for a light and so 200 4-inch squares, and then the border calls for 180 3-inch squares. So I need like a lot.
uh, Zaza says 11 T billion.
Yeah,
11 T billion scraps for that.
yes. So it's more that I don't know that I have that many 3-inch squares. And even if I did make it smaller, like let's say I cut it in half and made it,
Yeah.
right, it's still and the whole purpose was to use this bag of scraps. So
I
I did
remember.
find this other Japanese stars and pinwheels, also just as big, but I really like the pattern. But I don't know. Look how cute that is. Isn't it cute?
Mm-hmm.
So so like I said, I'm gonna go through the whole bag and see what I have. See how many squares I can come up with. See, this is a good size. I can use that. Then the other thing is it has to have contrast. So I need a light and a dark.
I remember you making a scrappy quilt or something scrappy, and you were just pulling random pieces and sewing very randomly.
Yeah, that might end up being what happens. Because again, oh look, a fleur de lis. You never know what you're gonna get in the scrap bag. Look, you'll see it.
That's
Don't
cute.
open up that bag unless you're prepared. Yeah, I have a lot of good pieces in here like that I could use. Purple and gold. But I just may not have enough for this pattern. Is anybody else here doing the scrap challenge? I know I thought somebody said they were doing it, but I don't remember. Because you know my memory is so good. Oh, Fern, you're not kidding. I collect patterns. Why does it do that? Oh yeah, I collect patterns for sure. Um, Look, Christmas fabric. Merry Christmas.
Christmas in July.
Oh yes, it's coming up.
I need to.
So
I need the. You need my contribution to the newsletter. I didn't send it in.
I didn't send the newsletter out last month,
Oh.
and you didn't even notice.
And it was so clever. Please, can you just put July on it?
I will. That was
Okay,
my
thank you.
plan.
Oh,
So
there you go.
actually, I have a workshop in a thing that's going on right now, a summit that's going on right now, and I'm getting lots and lots of new email lists right now as we speak. Email people. So yeah. See, oh, not quite big enough. Isn't this cute fabric?
Very.
I love that. But like these are all just tiny little. I'm gonna have to change the quilt I'm making. Crawfish.
I love postcards with scraps. You know, we talked about that. Zaza makes
Yeah,
postcards.
I really want to.
I do too. I've made one. Actually, I made two. I mailed one, but I don't know if they ever received it or not.
Um, we talked about making the postcards out of t-shirts.
Right.
Yeah, these are all too small for the quilt I'm currently making. I suspect that it's not a scrap bag, that it's a crumb bag.
We have Pastry Queen's Farm Adventures with us.
Hello.
She's making a stop.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for reminding us to give that thumbs up. I'm talking about my scraps, y'all. Like, how many of these? This bag is huge. And like something like this, is this light or dark?
Light, I would say.
I mean, it's all relative, right? That's dark.
Hey, Fern and her people do a postcard swap. That would be fun.
Oh, that is fun. That's what the guild did,
That's what I was just
but
thinking.
people
Yeah,
didn't follow up. Yeah.
there were only two that were swapping. Maybe a few more, but not many.
What's the difference between a swap and an exchange? That sounds like the start of a joke, right? It's not. Okay, I think that I'm just gonna have to reconfigure what I'm making here because I have a lot of scraps. Like I have a lot of good scraps already turning into some type of blocks. I am the worst at signing up for stuff and not following through. I'm currently in a quilt along. We're 4 months in, and I have not even opened the stuff.
Then I don't think you can say you're going along.
I paid them. I paid the money. Yeah, this is definitely a crumb project. I could make like 5 million crumb blocks. See, this is a good piece. Got some denim in here. Lots of these size little
So
squares.
do you just throw them all in one bag when you're finished with a project?
Yeah. And I do dig through it on the regular. Like I'll go through it to look for pieces. Like I'll pull out sometimes if I need some blue and I don't need a whole lot. Like I'll pull through it to find, pieces that I need.
The when we did that workshop with Allie the alligator, and I um, put them in baskets according to colors. That was great because I left them in the baskets. Now they're just still on the table.
Oh, nice.
Sorted in
Just found
colors.
this. I don't even remember what project this was for. Do you remember making anything like this?
That that is not. I don't recognize that at all. I don't think I did anything on that quilt.
No, these are all my fabrics. I individually recognize each fabric, but I don't know what I was working on. It was probably a bag that I put together. Oh, look, I might have enough to make a whole quilt. I bet it was the same thing whenever I was working on at this time. Like, I'm just pulling out handfuls of this. Again. Oh, look, the cows.
Is that the only bag you have of scraps? I hesitate to ask.
She laughs. No.
Oh dear.
Oh, this has, what's that stuff that melts?
I wish I could afford to hire someone to sew all my scraps together while I'm doing other things.
What is more important than sewing scraps?
A quilt, a t-shirt quilt for hire, for pay,
Oh, yeah.
getting paid, unfortunately.
To get paid.
Yeah, a paying project.
I had to tell my ladies that I'm taking a break in July to catch up on my personal product stuff from long warming so that I
Do
can get some stuff made for the markets we have coming up.
do you have people waiting?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Bag of what are these called? Salvage.
Crumbs. What are they? Oh,
The salvage
salvage.
edges.
Oh goodness, I'm obsessed with that. I have a container full of that.
Look at these little blocks already made.
Are the points intact? Just asking.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Inquiring Jennifer's want to know.
Well, a lot of mine are not.
Well, and actually, you're right, because usually I would think that if they were in this bag, they would be the overflow or the ones that didn't work out
Didn't
right.
right.
Yeah, so this was from a quilted jacket that I made. I remember this making this one. This looks very Christmassy, would you say?
Yeah, maybe so. Hard to tell.
I think this was also a quilted jacket. Oh, no, 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 no. This was a quilt that I made. This was the back. I remember who I gave it to as well. Very Mardi Gras here.
Nice. The quilt I finished today. I had less than an inch overage on the bottom when I got to the end.
Oh,
Oh,
I hate that.
I cut it so close. I don't usually do that, but it was alarming.
I've noticed that when I quilt for people, I don't ever buy kits, but when they buy kits, they only give you enough backing where you have to be very precise. Like I know to I have to measure it and like pay attention because it's not gonna always work out.
That's a nice stack right there. All the
Which one?
colors. Or is that you just made that? I thought you just pulled out that stack, but
This?
the no to the right. The other right. The other side. Yes, that stack.
Yes, these are. I'm going through these right now. I don't know what I made with these, but the colors are really pretty.
I like them.
And they are big enough to use in the quilt. So who knows, y'all? I might have enough. These are very like old, retro kind of. I'll end up with a crawfish or two in there. Here's another block. Another, what do you call these things? A
Flying
goose.
geese.
I mean, are they like each individual piece is a geese?
Mm.
Like, is this a flying goose or is this a flying geese?
Oh dear, I don't know. It's too much to think about.
So I do somewhere have a box of orphaned blocks. So they're all, it's a flying goose. I agree. From, I do have, see, like, this is a pretty good little piece that doesn't belong in my scrap bin. Um,
Have you made a quilt before with orphaned blocks?
yes.
And so you just randomly
On,
put them together?
yeah. And I mean, it's not like the most beautiful quilt ever. I've made a few of them, but it's like one of them sold that
Really?
the love quilt, that love quilt.
Oh yeah.
It had I call it the love quilt, y'all, because I tried to make blocks it using the words love, LOVE, and I just had them left over. I don't remember why I didn't use them. So I put them in the orphaned block quilt or the scrap quilt, whatever it was, and called it the love quilt, and it sold. It was a cute quilt. Look,
Oh, that's cute. Is that the one
I
that
didn't
you
make that one.
quilted? That free you with free motion you quilted love in the
I did
quilting?
that too. Yeah, but it was the words in the quilt, like it was pieced. Okay, I'm kind of encouraged now. My little piles are getting big, and I'm only halfway through the bag.
Well, it's discouraging to me because I'm just watching you and I know I have so many scraps. What am I going to do with them?
This is the bag.
I know what to do with them. Mine are mostly strips and I love strips. I can do a lot. They're going to be in your blocks, in your crazy quilt blocks a lot.
Perfect.
Does it matter about the colors? I wanted
Nope,
to ask that. No.
nope. Oh, this is a cute block. Look at that.
I like it.
I'm just like amazed at what I'm finding. Lots of these when I made that cow quilt.
Oh, yes, fern log cabin with strips, and I love that. I love that pattern. It's very therapeutic for me. Just keep going round and round.
Life is repeat.
My life.
I mean, that's everyone's life. When any fireworks in your town this weekend? I love this fabric. Any fireworks, Mom? Jen?
I'm not sure. We can if yeah, they usually do. Um,
I have lots of this crawfish fabric. I didn't buy that. I don't know where it came from. Bigger pieces now. Okay, I'm sorry. Fireworks.
no, I was going to say something about some fabric that we have lots of, but I forgot. I'll have to write it down when I think of it.
You can see the stuff on the side of me. It's in a bucket, but it overfloweth.
I have a crazy quilt that Nita started, or she had possession of it. It could have been somebody gave it to her. And it's made out of denim. And it's pretty
Oh yeah?
big. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's like a, not quite a lap size, but it's not finished. And so it probably, I wanted you to look at it. It probably wouldn't need batting because it's so thick. It's denim material, different colors of denim.
Yeah.
So would you just, or maybe I could just put a light batting and then
The
put,
thing about the batting too, and we could probably get some um I forgot what I was
thin
gonna
batting.
oh, with the thick so I think the batting sort of it provides a layer, obviously a layer of um like it disseminates the bumps of the back of the top of the quilt. Does that make sense? So
I was going
it's
to,
not for the, what are you gonna say?
I was going to say that it kind of stabilizes it for me. And maybe that's what we're both on the
Yeah,
same
like it
idea.
makes it because
It
if you
evens
have
it
the back
out.
of the quilt, yeah, smooth. It
Yeah.
makes it a little smooth.
I think so too. So I think that's why I've left it just sitting there, but it needs to be finished because it's a lot of work has already been done. And I have a lot of denim like in dark green colors, brown. I think we could finish it off like that with different colors.
I have a ton of denim, some new, some used. You like batting in the denim quilt? Yeah, it cushions the seams. That's what I was trying to say, Zaza. You finished my words. Yeah, because the seams can be kind of harsh. I guess that's the right word. Like, just, they're rude. Okay, so the bottom of my bag has a lot more bigger pieces. And then look, the piece of an alligator right here.
Ah,
Some alligator leather. I could make so many like pieces of alligator from my pattern. Oh, a whole bag. What is this? From a Shanks quilt.
Oh yeah, I try to keep specialty material together too.
I made this for Christmas last year.
For a customer.
Yeah, I could do something. That would be fun. Maybe I'll make one a bag or something with all because there's plenty of good scraps in there.
Hey
That would sell.
Jess,
Hello. Oh, they are like weighted blankets. I love a weighted blanket.
they are comforting.
Yes. Um, who was it? It was a lady at your shop, Mom, that I was throwing away these quilted scrap pieces of the ends of a quilt,
It's the
and she
lady.
wanted them.
It's the lady that does the quilts of valor.
Oh, okay. Well, you want me to give these to you? You can give them to her because
Oh,
if she'll use them.
she'll be very happy.
Okay, cool. We'll put them in her quilt of valor bag.
She'll be very happy about that too.
Like some of these, I don't know. Does this go to light? Does this go to dark? Probably dark. Because it's not just, it's like the brightness of it too. The contrast. I love this yellow. Oh goodness, another fleur de lis. So
Those must have been from the mug rugs,
yes.
way
Those
at
are
the
big ones,
bottom.
another piece of alligator. And when I say piece of alligator, y'all, I'm talking about alligator leather that I put in Allie, the gator.
Well, that season's coming up in August, you know. Oh, the end of
Alligator hunting
August.
season.
Yeah.
They won't let me go with them, will they?
Mm, you might be able
Probably.
to join in
I don't
some.
want to bring a camera.
You could join in some aspect of the process. I'm not sure which, but Diane would be the one to talk to.
I liked going and looking at them. They won't let me take pictures, but I did like going and looking and seeing how big the gators were.
Will they let me take pictures of the alligators?
Well, she was nervous, and so I just told her I would not.
Okay.
Oh, look, a T-shirt with Pelon on the back. Like, I am very pleasantly surprised at how
But
many pieces I ended up with.
do you have three stacks, light, medium, and dark? Do you? I was wondering about that too, Zaza.
So I'm just sort of making stacks of pieces that are bigger than 3 or 4 inches. Um, and it's supposed to be light and dark, but I know there's some pieces like this green right here that it may or may not work, but I just wanted to pull it out.
So you have two
So
stacks.
yeah, I have like a light and a dark, but knowing that I'll probably go through them again. Some of them are obviously dark, and some of them are like I'm not sure. And so I will be going through the stack again, more than likely. And then this stack right here is orphan blocks and or pieces that I know I need for something else.
So you've narrowed it down.
Yes. Yes, I am being very productive. I don't know if you guys can tell how productive I'm being, but I'm going through about half of that bag already.
That always seems daunting, it doesn't it? Looking at that huge bag.
Very much so.
Well, I'm glad we could
That
help you.
well, I was like, that's why I like doing it right now because we're just talking and I'm going through it and I'm not having to think about it too much. and just doing a handful at a time. Oh, look, a whole fat quarter. Lots of pieces. I think some of these already pieced pieces. See, like this is a medium to me. This is not a light or a dark. So I'm gonna put it with the dark, but then it needs to go with the light. But these are too medium. I'm putting those in a different pile.
You have so much of that material. How much did you buy? That green?
A bolt,
Is that all? It seems like more. I have huge pieces of
108.
it. Oh
It's
yeah.
108.
It's very versatile. So I've used it, and a lot of people use it for their alligators, and
Yep.
I still have large pieces.
Yeah, look at all these geese. I didn't make these. I think that remember that lady, Miss Tony, gave us a big, huge bag of scraps. I think a lot of these blocks are from her,
Good night,
and I think
Zaza.
that's where. Good night. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. See, and this fabric came from her too, I think. I love it.
This is what I wanted to tell you a while ago. I have a huge piece of material. I bought it at a closeout. It's it would be a good backing. It has musical instruments on it and musical notes, and it's very nice. I wanted to mention that to you in case you need it
Yeah.
at one point.
Need.
Won't use whatever.
Oh, this is pretty.
Oh, I love that. Soft.
Very, so the quilt calls for like light and dark. No medium, just light and dark.
I like that last piece you threw down.
This one?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very bright. So I may end up with two separate quilts. But this is my July focus. Using all of my scraps to make either quilts or items, things we can sell.
And I'll be doing the blocks.
You do the blocks. Y'all
I'm
look,
going to
it's
try to.
still coming.
Do you think making one a day is too ambitious? Oh, what about the size? 14-inch is what I gave you, or 14 and a half square?
Whatever you give me, I will figure out a way to use.
Okay.
And look, if you want to make a shirt cuff into a bracelet,
Ah. You could
tell you, you
sew
never
a
know what you're gonna find in here.
you could sew a scrappy sleeve to that.
I mean, I think I want to use it as a. Oh, you know what? It was part of a bag because I've definitely altered it. Like a Toy Story toy, the cuff is like it's been altered. I like it. I might use it as a bracelet. Look at those beautiful pearl snaps.
Oh no,
Who
I
doesn't
love
love a good
them.
pearl snap?
Oh no.
Okay, now I'm getting tired of looking through this. And
Ah, Fern said to add lace to the cuff.
oh yeah, and I've got so much lace too. Okay, my overflow is overflowing.
Yes.
I got a new box. Oh, look at here. A piece fell. I'm almost finished with the bag.
That is
This
progress.
is very exciting. I don't even know. The bag has been causing me trauma for quite some time.
Well, at least you have it all together. Sometimes when I finish projects, I'm in a hurry to get started with something else. And so I just put them somewhere and don't put them in the right place. And then If you do that a few times, it becomes quite a mess.
And I do have some random pieces in a couple of different places, and I try when I find those to consolidate and like keep them all together, but it doesn't always work.
Yes, and you have to be consistent or it will just run away from you.
I would like to maybe after this project, I might start keeping them in strips versus what I can put in a block. Like I'm looking at a box I have right there that has blocks in it that I probably could use for this project. Nope, but it's not in the bag.
I hate to throw scraps away too, Fern. That's why we
Oh,
have
I can't.
so many.
That's why you end up with this.
I don't keep very small ones, so I don't.
Apparently, I do.
No, I used to keep that stuff like that, but I don't anymore. But I can't
See,
throw
this is,
selvage. I can't throw selvage. I'll cut it. I'll cut it and keep it. I need to do something with them.
I have a bunch here, just waiting for that project.
I've done
So
once.
this,
I saw on Pinterest where you could use them to make binding, but it wasn't the way you would think. It was cut across, kind of like you do your borders, but it was interesting when you put it on the quilt.
oh, but it looked cool.
It was, but it was very time consuming. I only did it once.
That's for people who,
Oh, this is what I think they did. They would sew them together and then cut them going the other way. Like if you sew them together in strips and then you would cut them
oh, yeah.
on the
Well,
other
that makes
way.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that did look cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Fern, I bet that tote bag was cute.
Oh, yes.
So, Amanda, what kind of scraps do you have? Earlier, we were talking about size of scraps versus like, is it a scrap or is it a crumb? Like, what's the difference? What makes the pieces? The size. I think was it Zaza said like a 5-inch square is what she uses, generally thinks of. I like these colors. That was Miss Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tessa,
Hey,
your
girl.
cousin.
This is late for you, isn't it?
What you doing up so late, 8 o'clock on a Wednesday?
Amber, weren't you supposed to make something with those scraps for Miss Tony? Did she give you that to make something for her?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
No, she was redoing her sewing room and wanted to she was just getting rid of stuff. She gave me all kind of magazines and books and I bought some t-shirts that she had. Not t-shirts, some bags. Like why did I keep this?
Tessa just got home from work. That's why she's late, working hard. Oh,
Look at
that's,
these towels, how cute.
I know you love that.
Now I'm getting back into a bunch of tiny pieces. Got some Mardi Gras red. See, like these I'm gonna put in the pile. I may or may not use them, but I know they're big enough for me to make scraps out of. And now my piles are just blending together. Jim, I think you should hard test it to cut your scraps. Who's gonna do
No.
all that paperwork? What's going on, Rita? You getting flooded?
Where does, oh, it's raining.
Keep up with the comments, Jen. Let me know what's happening. I'm distracted.
Okay. So Katie just joined us.
Hey, Katie. How is Greenland? I love looking at all the flowers that you posted. It's probably been a couple of weeks now.
Okay, and is Rita in Florida?
Are you in Arizona? Monsoon season. That's Arizona. That reminds me of Arizona.
I was thinking about the disturbance in the Gulf or I don't know if it's in the Gulf or not.
Oh, I didn't even hear about it. Please, Lord, no hurricanes this year. I don't have time for hurricanes
No, we don't.
unless everything else shuts down, but I still have electricity and I can stay home and sew.
Don't you have a generator?
I do not.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we don't need one here in town.
Oh,
Lafayette doesn't lose power often.
we do, and I need to get mine started up, make sure it's in working condition.
Bennett has one.
I have one too.
I didn't even know you had one.
Yes, dear. Remember, Dwayne loaned me all kind of stuff, and between all of his little gadgets that kept my things powered and my generator, I was good.
I vaguely recall.
He really helped me out. Big old gas cans and a little. It was a thing that I could charge. We could charge our phones. Even my neighbors were bringing their things to charge. It was a little charger.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Does he still have that, by the way?
yeah. Good night,
Okay.
Amanda. I will see you Sunday. Amanda and I have a event Sunday that we're gonna see each other, and I think Jess is gonna be there. Andy from True Blue Quilts, Sean from the guy who sews.
What are y'all doing?
Christmas in July.
Really, what an idea. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
I've been wanting to do that for years. We never get around to it. Some sort of event. So it'll be all Christmas projects?
It's the Christmas secret.
Oh,
We are all getting together to exchange Christmas and July gifts, and then we are going to do a all together collaboration. It's a collaboration.
well, how fun.
Yes.
Can we tune
Oh
in?
my God.
Can we
This is
tune
the
in?
end of the bag. Not I haven't I ran out of this blue a long time ago. This is how old the bottom of the bag
I
is.
still have a few of those scraps.
Me too. I like this black. It's hard to see it on the
And do you stuff the stockings, Fern, for the soldiers?
I think Rita, I love doing that to make new yardage. I usually do you make them into squares first? Like I like making just 8 inch, I think is usually what I make, 8 inch squares and then put them all together. I think Tessa got my joke.
I know, I saw that.
Um,
Of course she would.
so I can tell you my son, um, who's active duty military, said that when they get homemade stuff, well, now he's never been deployed, but I know soldiers who get homemade stuff while they're deployed or away from home, they really enjoy that. So thank you to Rita. Or was it Noah and Rita who said they make the Fern?
Fern.
And Fern, where are you? What part of the country? I have to ship my son some armor, some plated armor, and oh my God, I'm dreading having to bring it to the thing. And
Fern.
Tessa is also the parent of two veterans. I think one was in the Army and one was the Navy or the Air Force.
I think it's a Navy. And Fern is in southern Indiana.
Oh, where is Wabash? I know I've been there, but I don't remember what part of the state it's in. Ooh, my husband's cooking something. I can smell it.
Well, I did not know that, Rita, that you can ship boxes to soldiers with no cost at the post office. They That's good to know.
Do they have to be overseas? Or can, like, if I'm sending my son his armor, his plate metal stuff? So I guess it depends on what you're sending.
She said the boxes are not very big, but they work.
Also, good to know.
Yes, really.
Y'all, I am so excited. I went through that bag and came out with a stack of, what do you call these things? Pieces, orphan blocks,
Orphan blocks,
and
yeah.
orphan blocks and pieces that I need for other things.
Oh,
Um,
look, the program is called Operation Gratitude for shipping. We'll have to look that up, Amber.
yes, absolutely.
I'm writing it down.
I found a glue stick. I found two fleur-de-lis, some alligator bits. This is my light stack, and I think that I can get what I need out of here. I'm
I tell you what,
excited.
and I learned so much on these videos. Every week there's something very major that I learned that I need to know.
And then this is the dark stack. I don't know. I feel confident that I can make most of the squares using only what was in that bag. But I do have some orphan pieces up there that I could probably pull from, even though it's not in the bag. They're still scraps.
So that's a major accomplishment, major part of your project there, just doing that.
It is. It is. I am very excited. Adopt a soldier program.
I'm writing it
What
all
if you
down.
already own one?
We can adopt him
Yeah, we
also.
went for Thanksgiving. Was it 2 years ago? We went for Thanksgiving before my son was married. We we did a VRBO. Jennifer and I went and invited him and all of his little buddies to Thanksgiving dinner, and we cooked a huge meal and fed them all. That was fun.
And they talked so much, and they told us all kind of things that Lucas did not want us to know. It was very,
Yes,
it was a lot of fun. It was
it
funny.
was fun. But now he's married. He's a family man. He doesn't he doesn't hang out with the boys.
Oh, it's raining. I
Oh,
think I think we'll get some rain too from those disturbances.
yeah. Well, all right, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out while I went through my big old scrap bin.
Oh, is it time to go already?
Yeah, and so probably through the month of July, I will be working on my scrap quilt for these Wednesday nights. I don't sew very well when we're because I'm so distractible, so
Easily.
easily distracted. Yes,
Yes.
but that's my plan for July. Anything else?
Plan A.
Ooh,
It was
A,
fun.
B, and C. Yeah.
We
All
have
right,
good
guys.
viewers.
Don't forget to give a like, and if you want to participate in the scrap quilt next week through Tabitha Smith, go check out her website. And there's going to be a live stream every night, I think, next week, where she'll be talking about making scrap quilts and like sit and sews and things like that. So that's what I'm participating in next week. And yeah,
Sounds like
give us a
fun.
like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're watching live, we love you. If you are joining us later, love you too.
Yes, love everybody. Good night,
Yeah, peace
Tessa.
out. Yeah,
Good
happy
night.
sewing. Good night.